Welcome back to ABCGH Spoilers channel. Today, we're diving into the latest drama unfolding in Port Charles, where secrets, betrayals, and shocking twists are about to shake up the lives of your favorite characters. From Nina's relentless scheming to Brooke Lynn's painful past resurfacing, every storyline is more intense than ever. Buckle up because things are about to get wild. Fire Nina's calculated move against Drew, will she finally succeed? Nina Reeves has long been on a mission to tear apart Drew Quartermaine and Willow Corinthos, but so far, her attempts have fallen flat. However, if there's one thing we know about Nina, it's that she doesn't give up easily. Her latest plan? A personal visit to Drew's new residence, though her true intentions are far from innocent. When she arrives unannounced, Drew is immediately on edge. He has no patience for Nina's games, and his frustration boils over. "What do you want, Nina?" he demands, his voice laced with irritation. But Nina, ever the master manipulator, remains composed. She knows exactly how to push his buttons. Though their exchange starts as a heated argument, Nina subtly shifts the tone, playing on Drew's emotions. "I only came here to talk," she insists, her eyes feigning sincerity. But Drew isn't buying it. He's well aware of her history of deceit and wants her gone. Yet, as Nina finally turns to leave, she hesitates for just a moment too long. Could she be planting a hidden listening device? If so, what secrets might she uncover? And more importantly, how far will she go to use whatever she finds against Drew and Willow? Meanwhile, across town, Carly Spencer is making a desperate appeal to Willow. Could she be warning her about Nina's latest schemes? Or is Carly carrying her own secret that could change everything? Broken Heart Brooke Lynn's painful confession shocks Lois. Elsewhere in Port Charles, Brooke Lynn Quartermaine is about to make a confession that will shake her mother, Lois Cerullo, to the core. In a moment of honesty, Brooke Lynn takes a deep breath and admits, "I told Chase everything." The weight of those words instantly registers on Lois's face, her eyes widening, her lips parting in shock. Brooke Lynn isn't just talking about minor relationship troubles. No, this is something far more personal, something that has haunted her for years. Years ago, Brooke Lynn made a heartbreaking decision, one that has remained a closely guarded secret. She gave up a child for adoption when she was young. And now, for the first time, she has shared this painful truth with Harrison Chase. But why now? What pushed her to open up? Lois, still reeling, struggles to find the right words. "You told him everything?" she asks, her voice barely above a whisper. She fears where this revelation might lead. Could Brooke Lynn be considering searching for the child she gave up? And if so, is she truly prepared for what she might find? The past always has a way of resurfacing, and this time, it might bring more than just memories, it could bring consequences. Man Detective Dante's advice to Chase: is there a hidden truth about the baby? As Brooke Lynn navigates the emotional turmoil of her confession, Chase finds himself turning to Dante Falconeri for guidance. But will their conversation lead to a new revelation neither of them expected? Chase, still grappling with the weight of Brooke Lynn's words, admits, "She told me something she's never told anyone before." Dante listens intently, his detective instincts kicking in. The details of Brooke Lynn's confession stir something inside him, a deep, nagging suspicion. What if there's more to the story? What if someone close to him has been unknowingly connected to this situation all along? And then it hits him. Could it be possible that he is the father of Brooke Lynn's child? If Dante follows this line of thinking, it could send shockwaves through his own life. What will he do with this suspicion? And if he starts searching for answers, will he find a truth that changes everything? Pistol Joss struggles with her guilt and Trina starts asking questions. Meanwhile, Jocelyn Jacks is spiraling. The weight of what she's done, taking a life in a moment of desperation, is suffocating her. The memory of shooting Cyrus Renault still plays on repeat in her mind, an unrelenting nightmare she can't escape. Though Jack Brennan helped cover up the incident, it doesn't erase the reality of what happened. And Joss, despite her attempts to seem fine, is far from okay. Enter Trina Robinson, Joss's best friend and the one person who knows her better than anyone. The moment Trina sees her, she senses something is off. "What's going on with you?" Trina asks, her voice tinged with concern. Joss stiffens. She can't let Trina see through her. So, instead of answering, she quickly changes the subject. "How's everything going with Kai Taylor?" she asks, forcing a smile. But Trina isn't fooled that easily. The more Joss tries to deflect, the more Trina suspects something is seriously wrong. Will she push Joss for the truth? And if she does, will Joss finally break under the pressure? Bomb Ava's unexpected visitor and Sonny's emotional reunion with Laura. As if Port Charles didn't have enough surprises, Ava Jerome is about to get an unexpected visitor. But who could it be? Is it someone from her past, bringing more trouble to her already chaotic life? Or could it be an unlikely ally, someone she never expected to see again? Meanwhile, Sonny Corinthos finds himself reconnecting with Laura Collins. Their long and complex history makes this meeting one filled with both nostalgia and tension. What brings them together? And will old wounds resurface in the process? With every interaction in Port Charles brimming with intensity, it's clear that no one is safe from the chaos that's unfolding. Warning: the big picture. What's next for Port Charles? As we look at the bigger picture, one thing is certain. Port Charles is a ticking time bomb. Nina's obsession with Drew and Willow could lead to an explosive confrontation, especially if she starts using secret recordings against them. Brooke Lynn's past choices are coming back to haunt her, and her decision to open up to Chase could have unexpected consequences. Dante may soon uncover a shocking truth that will change everything he thought he knew about his past. Jocelyn is running from her guilt, but for how long? Trina's growing suspicions could force Joss to finally face what she's done. Sonny and Laura's reconnection could lead to surprising developments in their intertwined histories. With so much at stake, anything can happen next. The only question is, who will be left standing when the dust settles? Next, we dive deep into a thrilling series of events that will reshape the lives of your favorite Port Charles residents. Secrets are on the verge of exploding, alliances will be tested, and a life-changing decision could alter everything. Let's break down what's coming next. Fire Jocelyn's life-changing decision, a future with the WSB? No matter which path she chooses, Jocelyn Jacks is at a crossroads, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Could her next move involve making a deal with Jack Brennan and pledging her future to the WSB? The weight of her past actions and the looming danger over Jason Morgan's freedom may drive her into a corner, forcing her to agree to terms she never thought she'd consider. If Brennan holds the key to keeping Jason out of prison, Jocelyn might feel she has no other choice but to strike a deal. After all, if this means Jason's safety, Jocelyn could decide she's willing to make the ultimate sacrifice, her own future. But what exactly does Brennan have planned for her? Could Jocelyn's impulsive nature lead her straight into the dangerous world of espionage, where she would be forced to live a life of deception and high-stakes missions? One thing is clear. Jocelyn is about to shake up her life in a way no one saw coming. Balance scale: will Brennan stop Jocelyn from confessing? While Jocelyn may be ready to confess to a crime that could put her behind bars, Jack Brennan might have other plans. Could he step in at the last moment and convince her to stay silent? Brennan's ability to manipulate situations to his advantage is undeniable. Instead of letting Jocelyn take the fall, he could argue that the police don't have enough evidence to convict Jason Morgan. "Trust me, kid," he might say. "The cops don't have anything solid." Will Jocelyn trust Brennan's instincts, or will her guilt push her to take action regardless of the consequences? There's a chance that Brennan will persuade Jocelyn to leave everything in his hands, assuring her that he can keep Jason safe without her stepping forward. But how much can she trust him? Brennan always has an agenda. Could he be using this situation to secure Jocelyn's cooperation for something much bigger? Man police officer Carly's emotional reaction. Can she stop Joss? When Carly Spencer learns about Jocelyn's decision, she will be completely rattled. Carly has been through her fair share of dangerous situations, but this is different. This is her daughter, and if Jocelyn confesses, she could be throwing away her future. Carly's protective instincts will go into overdrive as she scrambles to talk Joss out of making a move she can't take back. But will she be able to reach Jocelyn before it's too late? With emotions running high, a confrontation between mother and daughter seems inevitable. If Jocelyn believes Jason Morgan is going down for something she did, no one, not even Carly, may be able to stop her from doing what she feels is right. Bomb Jason Morgan in serious trouble. Will he take the fall? The walls are closing in on Jason Morgan as investigators start circling. With Cyrus Renault missing, law enforcement officials are desperate for answers. Could Jason be their prime suspect? Even without a body, the cops are determined to build a case. And with suspicious evidence potentially pointing to Jason, it seems like only a matter of time before he finds himself in serious legal trouble. But what exactly is this supposed proof against him? Could Brennan have played a hand in setting Jason up? GH spoilers indicate that by February 25, Jason will find himself backed into a corner, and his chances of avoiding arrest may be dwindling fast. Will he find a way out, or is someone in the shadows pulling the strings to ensure he takes the fall? Woman detective Trina grows suspicious of Jocelyn's behavior. Meanwhile, Trina Robinson will sense that something isn't quite right with her best friend. As she presses Joss for answers, Jocelyn will grow increasingly anxious, worried that Trina might piece things together. Trina has a sharp intuition, and once she notices Jocelyn's nervous demeanor, she won't be able to let it go. Could she start asking the right questions and uncover the shocking truth about what happened the night Cyrus Renault disappeared? If Jocelyn continues to act suspiciously, she may not be able to keep the truth hidden for long. Will Trina's persistence be what ultimately forces Joss to come clean? Magnifying glass tilted left a crime that could change everything. As the tension builds, the question remains, who will take the fall for Cyrus Renault's fate? Jocelyn is desperate to protect Jason, but is her sacrifice necessary? Could Brennan's influence lead her down a path she never intended to take? Port Charles is on the brink of a major shakeup, and every move Jocelyn makes could have ripple effects that change the game entirely. One thing is for sure, by the end of February, nothing will be the same. Next, we're diving into the latest milestone for General Hospital star Maurice Benard and his State of Mind podcast. With a dedicated focus on mental health advocacy, Benard continues to grow his audience, and his recent push to reach 150,000 subscribers was met with overwhelming support from fans. But that's not all. Benard already has his sights set on an even bigger goal. Let's break it all down. Studio microphone. Maurice Benard's road to 200K, what's next for State of Mind? Maurice Benard, best known for his role as Sonny Corinthos on General Hospital, isn't stopping at 150,000 subscribers. After successfully hitting that milestone, he took to social media to express his gratitude while also teasing his next big objective, 200,000 subscribers. In a heartfelt Instagram post, Benard thanked his loyal followers and encouraged them to continue spreading the word about his podcast. He knows the importance of expanding his platform, especially since State of Mind is more than just a podcast, it's a space for meaningful discussions on mental health. His dedication to the cause, combined with his natural charisma, has created a community that keeps growing with every episode. With the momentum he's built, it's only a matter of time before he reaches this next target. But how long will it take? And what special surprises might he have in store for his fans along the way? Loudspeaker fans rally to help Benard achieve his goal. On February 22, State of Mind officially hit 150,000 subscribers on YouTube, marking a significant milestone for the actor-turned-podcaster. This achievement didn't come easily, it was the result of relentless promotion and the unwavering support of his devoted fanbase. A day earlier, Bernard had posted a video urging fans to help him reach his goal before the night was over. "I know a lot of people have already subscribed," he said, "but I'm really looking to hit 150K tonight. Can we make it happen?" And his fans delivered. Within hours, General Hospital viewers flooded YouTube, proving once again that the soap opera community is one of the most passionate fan bases around. But what makes State of Mind so special that it continues to attract such an engaged audience? Performing arts: why State of Mind stands out in the podcast world. Unlike many celebrity-hosted podcasts that focus on entertainment gossip or personal anecdotes, State of Mind takes a different approach. While it occasionally dips into behind-the-scenes discussions about General Hospital, its core mission is to provide a safe and open space for discussions about mental health. Bernard, who has been open about his own struggles with bipolar disorder, uses the podcast to destigmatize mental health challenges by bringing in guests who share their personal journeys. From actors and musicians to everyday people, each guest brings a unique perspective, making every episode insightful and deeply personal. Recently, Chad Duell, Carlo Rota, and Sharon Case have all been featured on the podcast, offering candid conversations that resonated with listeners. But these are just a few of the many voices that have contributed to the show's success. As State of Mind continues to grow, fans can expect even more compelling discussions in the future. Clapperboard: a behind-the-scenes moment, Bernard on Cyrus Renault's fate. While State of Mind primarily focuses on mental health, Maurice Bernard does occasionally share insights about his work on General Hospital. On February 21, in an Instagram video, he casually touched on some of the show's latest developments, particularly regarding the fate of villain Cyrus Renault. Of course, Bernard wasn't about to drop any major spoilers, but he did acknowledge the growing speculation surrounding the character's fate. Fans were buzzing with theories about whether General Hospital writers were planning to kill off Cyrus, and while Bernard remained tight-lipped, his comments fueled even more curiosity. Could this mean Cyrus Renault's days in Port Charles are numbered? And if so, what impact will that have on Sonny Corinthos and the rest of the GH cast? Chart increasing the numbers game. How close was he to missing the mark? When Bernard first posted about his 150K goal, the State of Mind website listed the subscriber count at 102K. However, YouTube showed a slightly different number, creating some confusion among fans. In his reel, the GH star said, "I'm trying to get to 150,000 subscribers and I'm very close." But at that moment, the goal was still tens of thousands away. Could it really happen in just one night? The power of the General Hospital community proved to be stronger than expected. As fans shared his plea across social media, more and more people tuned in, ultimately pushing the podcast over the threshold by February 22. This rapid increase shows just how influential Bernard has become, not just as an actor but as a voice for mental health awareness. His ability to mobilize his audience is remarkable, and it's clear that State of Mind isn't slowing down anytime soon. Lightbulb: looking ahead, what's next for State of Mind? With 150K subscribers now in the rearview mirror, the real question is, what's next? Maurice Bernard has already made it clear that 200,000 is his next big goal, but could there be even bigger surprises in store for fans? Will he introduce new guest formats, expand the podcast into live events, or take on even more controversial topics? One thing is for sure, his audience is ready to support him every step of the way. So, if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Head over to State of Mind on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and be part of the conversation that's changing the way we talk about mental health. Fire. That's all for today's GH spoilers. Let us know in the comments, have you been watching State of Mind? What do you think about Maurice Bernard's goal of 200K subscribers? Let's discuss. Rocket.